What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to a pack opening Q&A on my channel. Before we get into the questions, if you guys are looking to purchase some FIFA Ultimate Team coins, make sure to check out FUT Coin Emporium. They're cheap, quick, and reliable. Their link will be in the description down below. So I was originally planning on doing this as like a vloggy thing outside, but it's really windy, and the camera just kept picking up the wind more than anything else, so I'm now forced to do this a little bit quicker than I maybe would have liked to, because I guess my parents have a huge day planned, and they need my help with a bunch of stuff. So if you guys didn't know, I'm up in Wisconsin with my family for Thanksgiving, so I gotta be the good son and help out. But we're gonna get right along with the questions. I've got loads and loads of packs that are being opened in the background, so hopefully that will be entertainment enough for you guys while we get into this. Let's see, favorite FIFA legend, and that's from Paul. The only FIFA legend that I've used is Effenberg, so without a doubt, Effenberg is my favorite legend. Now, the one that I want to get my hands on most right now, I think, is Kluivert, so there is that. This is from Phil. Would you ever consider living in another country, and if yes, where? There are loads of countries that I consider living in. I'd definitely consider living in England, Germany, maybe certain areas of France. Spain, I don't know about Portugal, Australia definitely, Canada, sure, why not, maybe some areas of Mexico, and maybe Brazil, certain areas, I'm not sure. I'm sure there are more that I would, you know, Belgium, Switzerland, all the countries like that as well, I think would be awesome to live in, so I would definitely consider it. It just have to be the right opportunity. Where have you never traveled to that you've always wanted to go? That's a really good question. I think for me right now, I want to go to Australia probably more than most places, and I'm not exactly sure why, because my parents always told me that, oh, you need to travel to places where they don't speak the same language so you can get like a proper cultural experience. But something about Australia, I've just always kind of wanted to visit. I want to go like snorkeling or scuba diving on the Great Barrier Reef, so one day I will hopefully be able to tick that off my bucket list. Will I buy Pele and keep him? The answer is no. Well, maybe I'll try to borrow him from someone at some point, but for what is he going for? Like 15 million coins last I heard, before I left town. That's like $1,000 in real life, what that translates to. And no one player is worth that to me in any way, shape, or form. Jack Puri, how do you feel the defending has changed in general? So for next gen, defending is a lot better. It's a lot more reliable. Now there's certain, like when a formation has a weakness, like especially against when I come up against 3-back formations now, if I'm using a 4-3-3, I really feel like I can take advantage of them if the guy is not an exceptional defender. But in general, I think defending is really good. I can defend headers, I can defend crosses, I can defend one-on-ones. Now that I'm used to not really over-committing, I'm still getting used to the joysticks a little bit, but for the most part, I think defending's way better on next gen than it is on current gen. What made me start playing video games? That's a really interesting, that's really interesting, because I don't know if I can pick like one thing. I think I've just always kind of been drawn to the competitive-ish aspect of games. Like it helped, I think, that I had a brother. If I was a single child, then I don't think I would have played video games as much, because I'm a pretty competitive guy in general, and as is my brother, so we kind of used to compete with each other on games, and that's probably what made me like them a little bit more. And then the introduction of Xbox Live, I think it was more my parents gave me, gosh, one of the original systems, and I think I had regular Sega actually. Way back in the day. But yeah, I think that's I guess my parents got me started on that. If you could play for any football club besides Bayern, Madrid, or Barca, who would it be? I don't know. That's a really weird question to think about. There are loads of teams that I'd love to play for. That wouldn't be those teams. I think I'd be thrilled to play for any of the top teams in any of, well, in Germany, England, some of the top French teams I think would be amazing, some of the top Spanish teams, so there's loads of options. Am I a porn star? No. No, sorry about that. Favorite legend to play with? We've already covered that. Favorite snack to eat when you're gaming? Ooh, I haven't really thought. Favorite snack? It depends on what time of day it is, I suppose. Gosh, favorite snack to eat when I'm gaming? I don't really eat loads and loads of snacks while I'm gaming. I'll drink while I'm doing it, but I don't want to get the controller like nice and greasy. That's just not something that I'm interested in. Same with the keyboard. But I suppose if I was eating a snack, I'd probably eat maybe some sort of chips. I'm talking American chips, not the English chips. I suppose though, when I order takeout food when I'm gaming, it's generally I like to order either, this place by me has an amazing buffalo chicken flatwich. That's awesome, and I love that. I'll order pizza or sushi. Those are kind of my go-tos. Have you ever considered getting your hands on a Ronaldo in foot, and how'd you like the Northwest when you visited Oregon? Definitely thought about getting a Ronaldo on foot, and I almost bought him last week, but then I realized I'd be going out of town, and that really wouldn't make sense for me to buy such an expensive player and not be able to play with him. it'd be pretty trolling. I'd be trolling myself, essentially. So I will definitely try to pick him up at some point, but his price is going to still go down for a little while, and traditionally I never feel like spending that much on left wings and right wings has been that great, but since I've started using this false 9 formation, I think Ronaldo could be a really, really interesting player to use in the false 9 as more of a left striker-ish, the way S-Fine has sort of played for me in my most recent path to power. If you had one wish before everything vanished, what would it be? I don't know, man. That's deep. That is deep. Why do I never reply to your tweets? I'm going to click on your name, and if you tweet me just a bunch of nonsense, you've tweeted me a bunch of nonsense, so that's probably why. Like if you guys tweet me things like, "Oh, you mad?" I'm not going to reply to it. It's pretty much that simple. Will I do a head-to-head series? That would be so awesome. I've thought about it, but for the most part, everybody prefers to see Ultimate Team stuff. Now, that's not to say I won't do something with head-to-head, especially towards the end of FIFA. And I've been thinking about trying to hop on Virgin Gaming and hone in my competitive skills a little bit. So that might, but I've heard if you get like a winning record on Virgin Gaming, then just nobody plays you, and it makes it really, really difficult to find a match, which would be extremely, extremely annoying. Who I'll be supporting in the World Cup, of course, the good old US of A, and then probably Germany after that. Best thing you've ever got for Christmas? I'm trying to think. What was a gift that just completely stood out? I was given, when I remember when I was really young, being given a basketball hoop, and I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world at that time, because back then I wanted nothing more than to go run around outside and get scrape up my knees, cause trouble. I wasn't even thinking about gaming at that point, so I remember getting a basketball hoop and thinking it was just amazing, even though I really, really wasn't that great of a basketball player. That was a great gift. I'm trying to think of something maybe recent that was awesome. I don't know. That's kind of one of those childhood gifts. I was given when I was like really, really young. I was given like a stuffed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle that I think my parents still have somewhere today. But that was one of those like legendary. Everybody's got something from their childhood that's they still kind of held on to, and that was, I suppose that was probably it for me. Worst injury I've ever had. I've done my ankle up pretty badly a few times. Which is not something that I would wish upon anyone. Why don't I do career mode? I will be doing career mode. Let's see, T or A. I'm more of a leg guy, so it just has to be the right sort of combination for me. I'm not going to say any one thing's perfect or I prefer this to that. If it works, it works. Let's see, favorite player on next-gen FIFA. I'm loving using Effenberg. I think there's something, probably because he's a legend, but so far he's been my favorite player to use just because I have a good time using him. Do you have a good Thanksgiving dinner? I saw your turkey. Yes, I had a fantastic Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you very much for asking. I have like a food hangover today though, because I ate way too much. If you could see a soccer game in any stadium, what stadium would it be? Of course, the Allianz Arena. Next question. What player do you recommend for under 10K? I think there's so many good players for under 10K now. I don't even know where to begin with that. Do my eyes ever feel the effects of prolonged screen time, tension, headaches, strain, etc.? I don't necessarily. I'll get headaches every so often at the end of the day if I put in like a really, really long stream. I've been looking at trying to get in touch with Gunners to see, because I've heard that those glasses actually like help, and I know they can look interesting at times, is the way I'll say it, but I think that if they do indeed help out my eyes, then it'd be something that might be worth looking into getting. Let's see, what made you want to start YouTube, and who did you watch before starting your channel? So I think I answered this in my last Q&A, but I'll do it again really quickly. I started YouTube because I wanted to see how a world audience would take to an American talking about footy, and I figured that FIFA was a good segue into that because it combined the two things that I most enjoyed, which were gaming and which was gaming and footy. So I figured that FIFA was the best way to get into that, and that's why I have Japes FIFA as the name of my channel rather than just Japes. Person I most watched when I started YouTube, because it wasn't like I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and then I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna go out and start a channel. It was more like I decided I was going to start a channel, and then I started watching people. And back then, it was definitely Josh Flip. So he's no longer making videos and hasn't for a long time, but he was a great commentator when he did. Do I believe the hype around Yannize? Will he be world class? He certainly looks like he's going to be a top-notch player. You know, he's only, what is he, 18? There's a lot of development and things that can change. You know, I hope he doesn't get too big for his head, because if he puts in the work and the effort, he definitely seems to have the ability to become a world-class talent. All right, I think that is where I'm going to close it out for you guys today. I want to thank you guys very much for listening, for watching. I do appreciate all of the support. I will do my best. I wanted to originally have an Effenberg review out tomorrow, so I'm going to see if I can indeed do that. If I can't, then it'll more than likely be out on Sunday, and we'll have an episode of Path to Power out tomorrow. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.